Okay, yeah.
Take the lead.
Okay, fuck yeah. So here we are. First episode of the Health is Wealth hold on.
The Healthy and Wealthy.
The Healthy and Wealthy, okay. The Healthy and Wealthy podcast, okay. Yes, sir. So yeah, this is the first episode, I guess pilot you could say, of the Healthy and Wealthy podcast. Fuck, I mean, a long time coming, I guess, for us, because something we've been, like, talking about, I guess, all summer, you could say. You know, it's like second week of September, kind of like bouncing the idea around in our heads around like June. You know, been gymming, been talking a lot of business, and I think, yeah, this is something we wanted to be doing, and I mean, yeah, bringing it to fruition. We're posted up here at the Pinnacle. I guess thanks to them for letting us film here, even though
Shout out.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I guess like kind of like let's give them like a kind of rough kind of overview of like what we want to be doing with this podcast and kind of like where we want to take it. I mean, obviously, yeah, as from the title of the podcast name, you know, the Healthy and Wealthy, like health is wealth, you know. You're healthy, your mind's healthy, you know, it's just wealth, you know, whether that be physically you're in the gym, you know, creating success, you know, mentally you're just like there creating like success, you know, whether that be, you know, business, whether that be family, just whatever, just success, and, you know, staying healthy, because you got to be, you know, got to live long to enjoy that success. So
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth, yeah. And you know, we're going to be talking about a lot of, you know, business particularly on this podcast, but I mean just a lot, mental health, you know, kind of like, you know, our journey briefly, and I guess like not now, but in a couple months you will be seeing kind of like what we call it. We have another podcast we filmed, kind of just talking about our journeys, you know, what's really driven us to do this,
What we're going through.
Yeah, mentally, and I think, you know, we might briefly touch on that today, but I think primarily we just kind of want to give you guys an overview of like what this podcast is going to be and what you can kind of expect, and you know that we got a lot of good guests lined up, a lot of good entrepreneurs, and so yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to let them know what's good?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I'm just gonna check.
Yeah.
I want to make sure people don't get annoyed. Do you think it's too bright in this corner?
Should we move? I don't know, I can't tell.
I can change.
Oh, is it just the white wall? I don't know, I can't.
I know you can't change.
Yeah, that's good. I think it looks good.
Should be chill. Yeah. All right.
If you feel fire, I'm fucking ready.
Resume.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Fucking zoom. So what we're telling about?
Yeah, just kind of like, I guess briefly what like they should expect. You know, fill them in on like kind of like what's good with our whole approach to this pod. Yeah.
I would say to expect just new stuff to learn every time. We don't know what to expect.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be. You know,
it's we don't really plan them. We're not gonna be planning them because we want this more to be like a casual conversation when you meet someone for the first time and you guys talk about both of your guys' journeys, how you can help each other, you know, what you've learned. And I think that's the beauty about this podcast, that it's not like, oh, we have this, we're going to ask him this, because it's not like we're interviewing famous people and we want to find out about their lives, like the questions that people ask for them.
Yeah.
We want to find out like the back end stuff, the hard work, the stuff they really don't show on camera.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because that's where you actually learn. So
the most. Yeah.
Yeah, we just want to do that. It's a form of networking for us, but also for you guys. Our goal, like I've told Trent, is not to get like monetized or have a fuck ton of followers. Like that will come, maybe, hopefully. But our main goal is to network with new people, be an informational channel for people to watch. Because honestly, yeah, I've started watching a lot of podcasts.
Yeah,
you kind of put me on that, and it's dope. And I think there should be more business podcasts and podcasts for younger people talking about, you know, shit they're going through. So, yeah. That's kind of like the vision I have.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, like podcasts too, like recently, it's like the new wave. It's been taking off, and I think people really like to see the more like natural, organic side, you know, to people's lives. You know, you go on social media and, you know, people are portrayed a certain way and looked at a certain way, and it's not, you know, it's not, you see lifestyle that's not exactly, you know, it's just being shown to you to get your attention. It's not, you know, it's normal, but it's not organic, I guess. And so I think, yeah, just being like, just going with it, going with the flow, just vibing on the pod, having good conversations. And like, for us going into business entrepreneurship, I think there's a lot we can learn and a lot we can, kind of like give out to people watching, and a lot of stuff people can pick up. If you're going to school, you're taking business in university, like, I think there's a lot that it's probably not going to teach you right away. I've been trading, he's been doing e-commerce marketing, and I think like getting the hands-on experience is probably the best experience you can get. And going to school, you're not going to, you're not going into school the first day and you're not going to be working. There's all this, to be real, a lot of bullshit they're going to teach you throughout your face. And it's just kind of like, yeah, sure, it's going to be helpful, but it may or may not be exactly what you need. And I think like, having guests on the show that have been there, have their hands in businesses and have their own businesses, I think there's a lot we can, talk to them about their upbringings, what's been driving them, and just kind of like, what, they're like, their plan A to B, Z, like, kind of just like how they've built what they've created and whatnot. And I think, I think just spreading the knowledge really for ourselves and, people interested just like us in this space. Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it,
Exactly.
This is, like I said, it's not even like, oh, we're doing this for the money or anything.
No.
We're not going to get paid for a while, even
No.
if we start making money. And it's just, I enjoy it, we're going to try to film one every Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Meet someone new every Saturday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lotus.
Yeah, potentially.
I'm excited for that
guest.
one.
Yeah, no,
I want
same.
him to be the first one.
It'll be dope because I think too, I mean, for people watching, like I said earlier, I've been trading a little bit, and crypto hasn't been doing the best, and from what I've seen, it looks like he might be dabbling in crypto a little bit, Lotus. So pick his brain on that. Hopefully, got some insight to keep the tension good. It's been a little stressful, but yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting, and just like new ideas. Like we might have someone on that's in an industry here, and it might just like another field to kind of like put your foot in, right? Or just something like, oh, like never really thought of that, and just build on it. So it's gonna be very exciting, and there just might be like podcasts where it's just us kind of like, what have we been going through, right? Like, okay, like maybe in like 2 months, who knows, things are going to be different, a lot of growth. So it's like maybe just a recap on like, what's going on with us in that time. So, yeah, but I think like just this pod, if we can be as versatile as we can and just kind of like really just kind of like, yeah, obviously, make it entertaining, make sure the audience is, locked in, but
like entertaining, but at the same time, it's not entertaining for those who are just trying to waste time on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's entertaining for those who want to learn.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
I find that entertaining.
No, exactly, and that's what I mean. Yeah, if you're like, obviously looking for like, I don't know, like something comedic or just kind of like, I guess like our big approach is just kind of like business and entrepreneurship, and so like if that's what you're looking for, then yeah, I think this is like the podcast for you, really.
We're not here to try to fit in with the other people.
No.
We're here to just give good content to those that are like us.
Most definitely, yeah, exactly, and and that's like the kind of audience we're going for. So
whether it's less views, more views,
yeah,
I don't care.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just
one person's entertained watching it.
Exactly, and then that's all
good.
it needs. Yeah, if you can like take something away from this, just like, yeah, just whatever you can use from this to kind of help you in your journey and entrepreneurship, or even though you're just kind of like chilling and this is business and whatever is something that kind of interests you, then yeah, like this is like great for you. Yeah, and I think too, like being here, I think there's not too many like business podcasts, I mean, at least that I've seen from people in Vancouver, especially at our age, so it's like more relatable to a lot of people, in our shoes and kind of stepping into this world. And I think that alone too is kind of like, oh, like you can kind of look, and obviously, we're like, this is just the pilot, so far from where we want to be, maybe with this pod or just, in life in general. But I think like, yeah, like it's always easy to kind of look at someone that's grown up in your area to kind of, it just helps you, builds like, yeah, like you can look to them and be like, well, they did this.
And confidence.
Fuels, exactly. Like, I know, like, even when I was playing football, it's hard to look and say, oh, this guy grew up in the same area I did and took it to the next level, because it's not that common, right? So I think like just kind of having someone in your own neighborhood in the backyard that's, you know, making big plays really helps, you know, the next person trying to, you know.
Absolutely.
And I mean, that's us right now. And so I think that like it's just innovation too, right? That's a big thing in business, is just being innovative and really disrupting, you know, a certain space and
Going against the rules.
exactly. That's definitely going against the rules. Yeah.
That's how it is. That's why, like, I was watching a video and I was like, that's why the rich get rich, because they don't obey the rules. They play against them, because the rules is meant for people to stay broke.
Yeah, that's the system. I mean, there you go. You go to Walmart and you're like checking out, and there's so much shit just before you go to leave, just to spend more money. There you go. I mean, yeah, like the system is not made for you to like succeed. And it's like that thing you were telling me, are you a buyer or are you a seller, right? And so it's like, yeah, it's true. You kind of got to go fight the system for real. Like,
Buyers, you know, they get their paycheck, and what do? They buy it.
Yeah.
They go buy liquor for the weekend. Like, we bought liquor last week, and like can't like, blame us, but you got to buy some stuff sometimes, you know.
most definitely.
But you know, who made the money? BC Liquor Store.
Yeah, you know.
They're sellers. So it's about, are you a buyer or a seller? You got to be the seller to make money. You got to be a buyer to lose your money. You know, to be normal.
Yep.
That's literally how the economy works. There's nothing else. You know, buy or sell or credit.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like, yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, I mean, especially like, yeah, I guess for you, right, in e-commerce, right, like reselling products and whatnot, like you're on the other end, right? You're there, like you're the seller, and then you got all these people like buying, and like I think obviously like you need buyers to fuel the economy. You need buyers, like, you know, if everyone like for real, if everyone, could you imagine like
Everyone's selling.
yeah, if everyone just locked in and just literally just put in that 10,000 hours and just like everyone just focused, and then it would just be like
It wouldn't work.
it would not work.
That's
So-
why I'm glad too. That's the 1%, because
Exactly.
it's nothing special. It's not like you're born with anything. It's just like you got to keep going until you find it.
You do, exactly. I guess it's that yin and yang. Like you always need to have that balance, you know. And I think like that's what it is. I guess that's the economy. That's the world. Is that balance where you have the 1%, and then you have the 99% fueling the 1%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and fuck, man, like, yeah, I don't know, like. Sometimes it feels weird when like I have a store or something and people are buying,
Yeah.
because it's like, damn, like it's not physical or anything, you know. It's like
yeah, it's
I don't even touch the product, and
Yeah.
I'm like, how are people buying from me? You know, it's kind of weird sometimes, the concept.
Yeah.
But it's pretty dope.
No, it is. Like,
Because yeah, like some like imagine buying off a website you actually don't know. You probably think it's like you're buying off Jeff Bezos or something, but in
Yeah.
reality you're buying off like a 19-year-old or even 14, 15-year-old.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, third party. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's like, that's why I don't use Amazon. Like, obviously, like Amazon's great, but I always know when I'm buying it, I'm just helping someone else, you know, and that's where you want to be. right?
Anywhere.
Exactly.
Honestly, anywhere, even
Yeah.
Walmart, even
Walmart. I know.
like, because Amazon, like, maybe a lot of people don't know this. Jeff Bezos doesn't own all the products. It's people that post their listings on Amazon, and then just pay like a commission or fee to Amazon after every order, because they process it. But it's, you pay for the products, you like basically have to sell it, and then Amazon just gives you the platform and then
Yeah.
fulfills it for you. So like a lot of people don't know that. They think Jeff Bezos owns all the products, but it's not.
No, not him.
And
No.
that's how a lot of people also make money. And everyone shits on like rich people, like, oh my god, like they have this much money, they can just donate, blah blah. First of all, they donate when the cameras are off, because that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, it's not supposed to be flexing, because if they flex, they're gonna be like, oh, they always flex. You know, they're always gonna have something to say. But yeah, basically, like, he's given, I don't even know how many fucking jobs in this world.
Yeah, it's supplied a lot. I mean, look
So
at COVID as well. How much Amazon's grown over COVID, and you know, not just Amazon, but like, I guess for you too, being in that space of drop shipping, like, obviously recently the last couple of years, that space has just grown, and like what have you noticed in that like space?
Fuck, man. What I've noticed is that if you understand what works,
Yeah.
you'll always be able to make money, because people are like, oh, saturation shit. Okay, yeah, it's getting more saturated, but I always give this example. Look at Nike.
Yeah.
Look how much competition they have. They have Adidas. They have fucking, I don't know, the North Face. They have Reebok. They have New Balance. They have endless. Like, you
Yeah.
can, like, I would stay here for like days just naming competitors, and they all make money. And it's not like good money. It's like they're one of the richest companies in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing online. Like every time, like online sales just grow by trillions. Like I think it's trillions every fucking year, some shit like that. And it's just fucked. The amount of money that is getting moved there, and then we're entering Q4, which Q4 is the biggest season for e-commerce and dropshipping because of Black Friday, Halloween, Christmas, all these holidays. Like the amount of money that's spent online is fucked. So I'm gonna be having a Halloween store soon, hopefully, and I'm just gonna try to be pumping some content out, and then content on YouTube for people to take action this Q4 too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Honestly, what I've noticed too is if you understand the market, you'll always be able to make money. I don't care like what you're selling. If you know how to sell it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Be unique. You gotta stand out from other people. That's the thing. See, there's too many competitors. You gotta stand out. Whether it's your brand. Why does Nike stand out? Because it's Nike. Why does Starbucks stand out? It's the same fucking coffee. Because it's a brand.
Yeah.
You're selling the brand. That's how they stand out. You know, whatever it is, you gotta find a way to stand out. Offer, marketing, store, everything. And other than that, it's just like consistent. Like no one succeeds in the first try.
No, yeah.
Like, you got to test products because it's not like, oh, this one didn't work. Okay, e-commerce doesn't work. No, like you got to keep testing products, see what works because not everything is going to sell. If everything could sell, I always tell them I'd be a billionaire. If everything could sell, well, why don't I just keep scaling, keep selling? I'll just be new product every day because everything would sell.
Yeah.
So it's not about that, and that's why the success rate is like 4%, and 96 is like the percentage of people that fail in dropshipping.
Right, because they just give up right after that first product doesn't work, right?
Exactly. It was just like, oh, it didn't work. Blah, blah. I failed like 15, 18 stores before having my first one.
Damn, yeah.
It was 2 years or like year and a half.
And I guess it's just like staying locked in, not giving up, right? And I guess like that's like a huge thing for business too. Is like obviously like it's not gonna like shit's not gonna go your way at first at all, and it's just like why just give up there? There's like so much potential you could reach just learning from those mistakes. Okay, this doesn't work, doing this, and I mean why stop after the first step? But I think like especially like building a brand. That's like huge nowadays. I mean, look at Instagram, right? Everyone's trying to like sell you something, sell their brand, their likeness, whatnot. And I think that's a lot of big thing people are trying to do nowadays. Like, what do you have to say about like building a brand? Like for you, how has that been?
Super important.
Yeah.
So you definitely need money to invest to build a brand. Packaging, whether it's packaging, shipping times, customer service, having VAs to answer emails right away.
Right.
All those little things are what actually create a brand. But the reason why branding is so important is because that's a way of scaling. More than like your marketing and everything, it's just you're scaling your trustworthiness with your store. And then you just basically have good word of mouth. People are like, oh yeah, quick shipping, the product is amazing, great customer service. Oh, I didn't like it, they gave me a refund right away, and they even let me keep the product.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like these guys are trustworthy, let's go try them out. And then you're basically doing free marketing because people are just talking about you, they're liking your product, you're giving them cool discounts, whatever it is. And branding is just super important. Branding is everything. That's what I just said. Starbucks sells 60-cent coffees for $8 or $9.
Yeah.
Why? It's the same fucking coffee.
Brand, yeah.
It's the brand. Girls love the white cups,
Yeah.
Starbucks girls,
Starbucks is huge. And it's like, not only, and it's just like, Starbucks. And I guess that's the same with like McDonald's, right? Like, you like Starbucks, how many, like, from I guess Lonsdale to like, maybe like Park Royal. How many Starbucks are there? How many McDonald's are there? There's McDonald's, one there. There's one at Marine.
And one here in Lonsdale Key.
Lonsdale Key, one at Park Royal. That's like 4. It's just like...
And one in Westview.
One in Westview. Yeah, that's 5. And like, there's a
Starbucks in
Marine.
There's a Starbucks around here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's one in Lonsdale.
You just can't miss it.
And I'm sure. I don't know. I don't drink Starbucks. But I'm sure there's one in Park Royal.
I don't slip up with Starbucks.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's one in Park Royal. There has to be.
Oh, there is. There is.
There?
By the Home Depot. Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't even check Starbucks.
Like I'll go to Starbucks. The only thing I'm getting is like maybe like a banana loaf. Like for real. I go in. I see the menu. It's like, dude, too much for me. It's overwhelming. Like,
and the amount of calories, bro. Like
fair game, bro.
It's like, oh, let's do almond milk,
Yeah.
free sugar, lactose, whatever. But then let's pump in 3 caramel, 3 vanillas, 3. And it's like
too much.
It's the irony and just like, okay, you're doing like almond milk to just add up like 1,000 calories and sugar. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I think Tim's definitely like Like I don't drink coffee, but I guess if I like ever
Tim's.
started, yeah, Tim's would be
I can actually judge too the sugary because I get the ice cap.
Okay,
and that's
there you
pretty
go.
sugary. I've been lowering it though because I used to get them a lot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but yeah, ice caps slap, bro.
Yeah,
they're
no,
terrible
it's
for you.
really
They're
there you
terrible,
go.
but
Dude, I've I've gone to like Tim's, even Dawn, or yeah, mainly Tim's. I've had the ice cap every now and then. Yeah, it's like
pretty good.
It's pretty fucked.
Dude,
yeah.
it takes you to the bathroom right.
No,
Dude, like,
yeah, the coffee, yeah, I know.
fuck,
I know.
man.
But dude, what I hate, yo, is when you like, when I guess like it's just like ice. You know, when you get to that point in the drink where it's kind of just ice, and there's like you can't even like you're trying to like drink
Nothing,
it, and
it's
you
just
can't.
water,
Yeah,
like-
exactly. It's like I hate when that shit happens.
That's why I like the ice cap because
Yeah.
it's like blended ice.
Yeah, there
You know,
go.
like the iced coffee, that's ice, and they always put a bunch of fucking ice.
Yeah.
But the ice cap is like you can finish it. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just-
Yeah, they blend it up. Yeah, I know it goes
But-
down nicely. Yeah,
And then the dollar donuts, bro. Like
it's a dangerous game.
It's
a dangerous
cheap,
game.
and that's what I'm saying. It's upsell.
Yup.
They have the donuts. It's like, oh, just add a donut for 90 cents.
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
90 cents is nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, we'll do
Think
it.
about it.
And
Think
then
about
you
it.
just made them
Yeah.
dollar, and then every time you go, that happens.
Yeah.
So imagine like after 10 years, how much money you've given them off donuts.
For real.
You know?
Really.
Like
Yeah.
it's a long-term game, and that's how they play it, and that's important.
And it works. It
works.
works. I mean, Starbucks has been around for ages. Like, you know, you always see like, and it's just weird because like, yeah, you could have a Starbucks. I think it's in West Van, like Dunderave, there's like a Starbucks, and there's like, I think a Blends coffee on like the same block or something, or it might be an Edgemont, but it's like, you know that Starbucks isn't going anywhere. It's an Edgemont. Yeah, there's like a Starbucks. And then on like the other block, there's like a Blends or whatever, and it's like Starbucks ain't going anywhere. They already have that market. They already have that brand. It's like you just know, and they just know. And I think like yeah, once you get to that point where it's, I guess what you're already like, it's just automated. It's just like automatic. You just know like, yeah.
They just create like a lifestyle.
Mm.
And it's basically like when you think of coffee, like maybe a lot of people won't think of Starbucks right away, but if you're like, okay, coffee that's not from home,
Yeah.
I think the most popular place ever is Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah.
So you just automatically like Starbucks. Or if you think about like a white chick, you know, I think about Starbucks, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
creating that lifestyle,
Mhm.
and people are like, oh, that's bad because people know like oh, it's so expensive, but in reality, it's just marketing.
It
You know,
is,
you
yeah.
just people. We started a conversation about Starbucks. We're doing free marketing for them right now.
For real.
It's gonna be in the podcast.
Yeah,
People are gonna talk about it.
everybody's gonna hit up
I kind of
Starbucks.
want a Starbucks, but I'm not gonna get it. But
No.
like, delicious. You know, like
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
There's
whatever.
a nice loaf right now.
But
yeah. Well,
maybe,
dude,
maybe Tim's after.
Yeah, hey.
Fuck Starbucks.
think about like
Won't get marketing.
Yeah, exactly. But like you said with that, right? Like remember like over COVID how like Popeyes and Chick-fil-A just blew up. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I remember I used to see those Popeyes ads on like TV, but it was never as crazy as it was during COVID. And I guess the trend just caught on, and it just like right there, people were spreading the word, and it's like oh, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and it just keeps growing and growing. Obviously the hype, I don't think it's as big as it was, but like fuck man, you'd go through TikTok and it was just like oh like these mukbang challenges of this Popeyes, and it just grew.
Like when I went to Orlando,
Yeah.
there's a food court, and I would have gone for like Panda Express because I love Panda Express.
Oh shit.
But
yeah.
there's a Chick-fil-A, and I was like, because of all the hype, I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
I need
Yeah,
a Chick-fil-A.
you had to,
I
yeah,
need like it's just like I get to talk about it. You know, I actually get to see if it's
trendy.
true or
Yeah,
not.
exactly, bro.
And Chick-fil-A didn't even start this. It's just people on internet. doing it,
Exactly.
you know?
Chick-fil-A is just doing their thing.
Yeah,
like
they're
chicken
just there.
sandwiches, but
The
yeah.
Chick-fil-A and Popeyes, the managers are probably the same person, or they're just homies. You know,
Yeah.
people think they're probably against each other,
Yeah,
but they're
but,
like, "Hey, free marketing. These people
Yeah,
are just
yeah.
doing our jobs for us. Let's enjoy." You
Let's
know.
enjoy it, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's literally all fucking marketing.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, no, it is. It sells, and I think like that's that's the biggest thing in a business is how you kind of like sell it and the marketing you do. I mean, you know, and there's tons of businesses out there, like right, but like Starbucks, right? But they already have that audience. They already have the marketing. It's like, you know, for competitors, it's just like, I guess they're just not on that level. And I think that's for like a lot of things too. Like, I mean, you look at like Full Send in a sense, right? I mean, they're everywhere, and their marketing is crazy. And you got to be like, I guess, short with it too. The name too, like Full Send. It's like easy and it just sticks.
Or a nice ring, healthy and
Nice
wealthy.
ring, yeah. There you go. The healthy and wealthy, and it's true, right? Like, keep your mind right, body right. There's really no telling what you can do, and yeah.
And yeah, well, we were talking about this off camera, but we'll point it out again.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Georgiou guy, when he was like, "Oh, dude, how do I start a business and shit like that?"
Yeah.
and it's a fat dude saying it, and it's like, okay, before you start a business, lose weight, take care of your body, get ripped, because it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, you got to stick with it.
Consistency, you know, like
consistency is key.
It's just like if you put in the hard work, you stick to a diet, go to the gym. After a couple months, you'll be ripped.
Yeah,
and the business is the same thing. A business is not made $1 million in one day. It takes months, even longer. Like I'd say, taking care of your body is easier than doing a business.
Yeah, it is.
Because with businesses too, you don't know when you'll fail or you'll succeed. But if you stick to a diet and go to the gym every day, you know that you'll be ripped.
You'll know.
It'll take time, but you'll know. Like it's a fact. And with the business, it's not that. So I was like, damn, that's very true. Like,
Yeah,
take care of your body first. If you can't handle that, how the fuck are you supposed to handle a business?
for real. Exactly.
So there's some people trying to walk in, but should we just ignore them?
Probably.
Yeah.
They look a little old. Probably can't hear us anyways. But
Yeah, exactly. And we're just gonna act like we're still talking to the camera because, dude, we might get canceled for not helping these old people.
yeah, that's a big thing nowadays. But yeah, cancel culture. So
That's what I was thinking about too. Like, we gotta, honestly, no, like, watch out with what we say, but at the same time, I don't want to be fake. Like, I'm gonna
yeah.
speak my mind.
Most definitely.
Obviously, just not say fuck shit, but I'm gonna speak my mind because I think
Yeah.
that's important. That's freedom of speech.
Yeah, I think, and that's another thing. Yeah, all this censorship. It's like, yeah, where is freedom of speech? You know, nowadays, yeah. But obviously, yeah, there's like some bullshit you could say that's like, okay, yeah, it makes sense why, you know, it'll piss a lot of people off. But there's some like facts, and I guess there's some shit that needs to be said too, and needs to be put out there, most definitely. So, but yeah, like, just be real, speak your mind. Yeah, that's what it is.
Like we're not gonna say any fuck shit for marketing, you know.
No.
A lot of people do it, like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He sent some fuck shit. I like Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
but I also understand that a lot of the stuff he says just from a marketing standpoint. It's not really like true. And
Yeah.
well, if he means that, well, I don't like what he says about that stuff, but I like what he says about mental health for men.
Yeah, he speaks facts. Yeah.
And the women were speaking upon his name too and defending him, talking about how he's a gentleman and everything. And everyone thinks he's like mistreats women.
Yeah.
You know.
Like just a huge chauvinistic guy. Yeah.
But like I don't know. It's a weird topic, you know. Like
Andrew Tate. Yeah, I guess it's touchy, but like low key. I mean, let's talk about it. It's like out there, right? It's recent. Like, you know, Andrew Tate. It's kind of funny too, because Andrew Tate. Could you imagine if he like came out during quote COVID? Because like he kind of popped off after a little bit, you know. But like,
oh yeah, just this year.
yeah. I mean, I think like Andrew Tate. I think what works so well with Andrew Tate too is just kind of like
His persona.
his persona, right? He starts saying things, you know, in a time where it's like you can't really just be freely with what you say. And I think like that was probably the biggest thing, right? You have some guy talking about, you know, topics and, you know, kind of like
Okay. So the camera tried canceling us already. They heard us talk about Andrew Tate and they paused.
They're listening.
But yeah, no, we'll get back to it. So
I'm just thinking like I think it just works so well with what he was kind of like his persona, because in a time like this, right, everyone's kind of like, yeah, cancel culture, and you know, and there's a lot of like people are pretty sensitive to certain topics. So I think it kind of like what he was doing worked so well because it was like people could just like right away, you know, like, oh shit, look at this. But obviously, like, you know, a lot of people, especially like, you know, it has huge influence on a lot of people, and especially like a younger demographic as well. And you know, a lot of the stuff he said, like, kind of like a lot of it was some bullshit, but at the same time, you know, a lot of it, you know, yeah, like I said earlier, you could agree with, but I think it just like got to be careful in the sense because like, yeah, some of the stuff he said might hit a younger demographic in a way that may or may not be the best, you know.
I feel like when he started, he was saying a lot of dumb shit. I didn't like him at first.
Yeah.
But it was like, I only perform CPR on a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
If you're a fat dude, I'm not giving you CPR.
Yeah,
Which
for
obviously
real.
fake. If he like I know for a fact if he sees a person dying, he'll give him CPR no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a lot of this, and I don't know if you saw Tristan say his first goal was to become the most famous person in the earth. And he did that.
They were trending on like everything, bro. Like,
and I think what happened is that Andrew Tate realized the power he had.
Yeah.
Once he started getting all this attention,
Yeah.
all this stuff, and then he started Hustlers University and like making money with that. I think he like realized
pyramid scheme.
the amount of power he had, and like how people would listen to him even if he said some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm not for. You know, I'm not gonna suck a dick if he tells me to suck a dick. You know, I only like the stuff he says about mental health and like the true stuff, but he realized the power, and I think that's when he started talking about real shit that's happening in this world that no one else wants to speak upon. And he points something out very, very big, which is we give the power to social media platforms when in reality us content creators hold the power.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for real, like all these big tech companies that own, like Google, right, owning YouTube, it's like if they don't like something, they can just take it away. And it's like, you're right, it's the influencers, the content creators that really build that platform.
Yeah, without us, they're nothing.
Exactly. Like, sure, Google owns the domain, but it's like if you didn't have people uploading and posting, and whether that be podcasts, the vlogs, to you see a lot of like what is it, like complexes on there, etc. There's so much stuff, but if you didn't have people creating content for those domains, it wouldn't be anything, right? And so it's like, I guess, yeah, I mean, but that's the reality we live in, right? Is the power is to them. It's like, and I mean, I guess like we're kind of in a, situation right now, especially like where I think there's certain people that are all for freedom of speech and all for people like Andrew Tate, and there's people that aren't. And so, I think true too, like I've heard like a lot of people are trying to, like, Andrew Tate's on like Rumble now, which is kind of like another, like, I guess, domain, another platform where you can just kind of like go on and just say whatever the fuck you want. And I think that's, to be honest, I think that's the way you do it. Like clearly YouTube, they have certain guidelines. I mean, Steve Will Do It got canceled
for gambling.
Right? Exactly. Which I guess some of it was shady,
Well, a lot of younger audience,
younger audiences, and it's not regulated in the U.S., so it made sense why. I guess Stake is now, but back when he was doing that roulette shit, I think that was a little scammy. But it's like, yeah, I think there's just like a certain audience. Like, I think that's the way to do it though, because obviously, like YouTube, you can't have your way with them, right? They're too big.
People are trying to shut voices.
Exactly.
Because if they don't, YouTube will lose money.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they didn't cancel Andrew Tate. Fuck YouTube. People get mad.
Yeah.
And YouTube is scared of losing money. So who knows? Maybe he's an Andrew Tate fan. Whoever decided to do that, maybe he is. But he just did the wise decision. Which,
yeah, I guess
at some points, I think money should not overpower the freedom of speech to talk about mental health, men, women, and making sure, everyone's all right. Because, yeah, dude, I don't know, like. I think he at the end he was saying a lot of important, valuable shit that people were just kind of like dissing him for stupid shit he said before, but just because of that they weren't validating the stuff that he said that had sense, so they would just disagree with anything he said, even if he was right, because they didn't like him. But like I said, like I like him, but I disagree with a lot of stuff he says too. I see both views very, very truthfully, and I think that's what is needed nowadays, people to admit when they're wrong and admit when they're right.
Right, exactly.
Because girls, like, do you see that girl that was like, I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, but like, I'm gonna Andrew Tate when I see him.
Yeah.
And then this girl stops the video and she's like, imagine if Andrew Tate said that to a girl.
Yeah, it's very different.
Imagine if he threatened to do that shit. Like, I'm not gonna say the word because everyone knows what I'm saying, but I don't know if I can or not, but like, imagine if he threatened to do that to a girl.
It's different. I know.
And this girl did nothing. Like, she didn't get canceled. She didn't, they're laughing. They were laughing about it. And I'm like, that's fucked. That's fucked. Like, that's not okay. Like, if we do it, we could go to jail for that. Like,
yeah, it's different. Yeah, that's true. It's like, people are just not playing both sides well, and I think like. Andrew Tate, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously he's still winning.
He's gonna come back,
of course, yeah. But it'll just be interesting to see how that unfolds. And I mean, for him to blow up as well as he did too, like, he didn't even come to the U.S. Like, he came to the U.S. He was on that Fresh and Fit podcast a couple times, but he mainly just stuck out in Romania, wherever he was from. But he didn't
he was doing his thing.
Exactly. So like, when he comes to the U.S., if he does, I don't think he has too much of an interest in that, but I think, I think he's just getting started, honestly. Like,
oh yeah,
but
he's you can't cancel him. He doesn't depend on social media. That was just one of his goals for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Waste some time,
and that's the thing too. It's not like Andrew Tate had a YouTube channel. People were just reposting what he said. That's the thing. we were the ones that put him on.
Yeah.
We the ones that put him on, and then all of a sudden it's just like said a couple things, and then all right, I guess that's it. But we were the ones that put him on, and that's social media. It's like
people using them for views.
yeah.
And I don't judge them, because who knows? Maybe the title of this podcast will be Andrew Tate ? Pilot, or something like that. It's people use them for views, and there's nothing wrong with it. But you just gotta admit shit like that. Admit when you're wrong, admit when you're right, admit stuff you do. Like, and I'll be honest, I think we should like say stuff from the beginning, and this is our opinions, laying our point of view. I like Andrew Tate. I disagree with some stuff he says, but I like him. Mm-hmm. What's your take on him?
Yeah, I didn't mind him. It took me a minute. I kept seeing this bald dude on fucking YouTube and shit, and I was like, who is this, right?
He pissed me off at first.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, he looked like a douchey dude, and then I started listening to him, and I'm not gonna lie, when he starts like status, right? When he starts talking about like status and how what opportunities status can create for you, like I'm not gonna lie, that's facts, right? Especially like whether if you're a girl and you have status, right? Obviously, a lot of guys are gonna look at you. If you're a guy, you have status. Obviously, like a lot of girls will look at you differently. People just look at you differently, right? Even in business, right? Like if you have status, that's gonna go a long way for you. Mm-hmm. But if you don't, it's might be the road might be a little more rocky, Yeah. So I think in terms of like that, yeah. And then obviously there's some stuff he said where it's just kind of like like you could tell. A lot of it was because it would get marketing, and that's the game, right? It's all marketing. Yeah, that's the game. And so I think that it's hard to say. Obviously Andrew Tate. I mean, as a guy, it's not like he said anything that was really gonna disrespect me or upset me. So, but I understand why he pissed a lot of people off for sure. And
exactly.
So, yeah.
And like it's like I like him, but I'm not gonna say you better like him.
No.
Believe whatever the fuck you want. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Just don't try to change my opinion. I'm not going to try to change yours.
Exactly.
I'm just stating, you're listening to our podcast, mm-hmm. and this is what we got to say. A podcast is us speaking our voice.
Yeah.
So don't like get pissed because you're not hearing what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Speaking, now this other thing I want to say, how many genders do you believe there are? I believe there are 2.
Yeah.
And I believe there are 2. I believe that other stuff is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but at the same time it's not like, oh, you're gay or whatever you are, I don't fuck with you. No, it's not that. It's just my opinion is there's 2 genders. You're whatever you want to be. You're a frog, you're a table, whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, you do you. It doesn't affect my life.
No,
I'm still gonna do my things, exactly. Focus on me, like do whatever you want. I'm not pissed that you're doing that. I think it's just kind of funny the amount of stuff that's happening nowadays and everything that's changing, but like I said, like I'm not against anything, like you do your thing, don't annoy me, I do my thing, and I won't annoy you, like I just think a lot of the stuff happening nowadays is just so extra.
Yeah, very.
Like,
I think there's
so extra.
Too many people giving attention to like certain things that it's kind of like very stupid.
Like parades, sure that's fine, but
oh yeah.
But there should be parades for the army. There should be parades for policemen, for people that risk their lives. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not saying you guys don't deserve a parade, but I'm saying more people should deserve a parade if you get a parade.
Exactly.
And I'm not even naming myself. I'm not saying I deserve a parade. I'm saying other people.
Other people's, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's probably people fuming right now watching this. But yeah, like there's no, we're not cutting, bro. Like,
no, but me laughing. It's like jokes.
But it's a topic that. Wait, what?
Like gay pride, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm laughing.
But I'm just saying, we can't cut it.
No, fuck me. Yeah, but I was just I thought he meant something else, but.
Like. Okay, we'll cut it. The thing is, if we'll cut it, they'll know.
Dude,
I got an idea.
Yeah. Fuck me, bro. My bad.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. The camera stopped recording again, so it cut.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like you were saying with the parades, just continue with that.
Why did he go back to that?
It just happened when you said everyone deserves a parade, bro. That happened.
But like,
it's true though, bro. Like, I guess it's just like, I don't know, like gay, straight, fucking whatever you're into is you. But I guess yeah, like at times it's a little much. Like I have no yeah. If you're like gay and you're just totally like flamboyantly gay and like super
Like, okay, dude, like imagine all the straight people. We just go in a line and we start yelling, oh, "I love pussy, oh, I love," you know, and we start making like
well, like Andrew Tate, right?
riots and shit. Like,
Well, kind of like Andrew Tate.
like but you know what I mean? Like everyone, like imagine we had our own flag and stuff. Like it'd just be extra. There's no need.
Yeah.
Just okay. I'm straight. Nice to know. You're gay.
Yeah.
Nice to know. You don't have to go screaming in the world. You don't have to. You know.
Yeah, I think
it's a you thing.
Yeah, that's like the biggest
you
problem
thing.
with it. Yeah, honestly, like when you be like making just shit too extra, I think because like some people like it doesn't matter, you know, like just whatever you believe in,
Do you?
you do you. Just keep it to yourself at times, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think when people are a little extra with it, then yeah, it's kind of it makes sense why kind of people are kind of like
And-
retaliate against it. Yeah.
Like it's like said too. I'm not against it. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I don't care, and it's not in a disrespectful way.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the sense that just think about it. Does it affect my life? No.
yeah,
Well,
literally.
will it affect my
Yeah,
life? No. Like why do I have to care?
Exactly.
It's just the honesty. Why would you care about me? You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's there's I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't care about me. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
My life was devoted for you to care about me.
yeah,
No, like
that's
it's your life. It's a you
Yeah.
problem. Like it's not even a problem. You know, like be whatever you want and just like said, don't bring anyone else to it that don't want to be brought.
Most definitely.
And
yeah.
do you? Like said, I'm not against it, but I'm not for it. I'm just neutral. You know.
Yeah.
Don't annoy me. I won't annoy you. You know. Don't cause problems. I won't cause problems. And there we go. And that's just like my opinion. Like I said, like everyone can have their own opinion. Completely fine. Won't. I'm not looking to change it. The
Yeah.
podcast is just us voicing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for real. Like, if you don't like it, then damn, I guess, yeah.
Cancel us or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, too, like the stuff we do online, like you probably bought something from one of my stores. You trading, you know, currencies and stuff. Like we don't need a social media presence to do this shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's all back end. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if we get canceled, like whatever, I just think it's ridiculous. But
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, if you're going to cancel someone for just being who they are, then I guess that's the world we live in now. And then, you know, it's just kind of like, what?
it's like me canceling a gay dude because they're gay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not against it, I'm not for it. Just let us have our opinion. We're not saying anything that will harass anyone or literally like kill anyone or hurt anyone. You know? It's just truth. Like when I was chubby, people were telling me chubby. I appreciated it because I went to the gym.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sometimes you need to hear shit that you need to hear and you need to act on.
Most definitely. Exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so basically someone just came in because people are going to be using this room soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess this podcast has been pretty long too, so.
Yeah, I
We'll
guess
probably-
wrap it up pretty quickly. But I mean, yeah, just like, obviously today, just kind of like giving you guys the direction we want to take this podcast in. And, you know, we've approached some people, get some guests on, and I think, you know, obviously the tone, who knows what to expect, right? Right now, we're just introduction, kind of let you guys know, you know, what we're about and kind of where we want to take this. And I guess just the vibe of this, right? Just being real. And then, yeah, just like, you know, hopefully next week or next podcast, we have a guest. Hopefully, like,
Lotus.
You know, Lotus fucking pops up. Yeah.
Shout out. That'd be
So,
sick.
Yeah, most definitely. But like, yeah, anything else you want to like throw out there before we dip?
No, like honestly, this was more, I think, about us speaking our opinions on
Most
important
definitely.
topics.
Yeah.
So you guys can like right away just tell, do you fuck with us or not? You want to keep watching our episodes or not? We're not gonna fake anything to get more views. We're not gonna, you know, this is our opinions on shit, and these topics are gonna come up in conversations.
Yeah.
Because they're popular, and that's why I decided I was like, we should just voice our opinions right away, so people just know
what's
off
up.
the bat
Yeah,
what we're about. So if you don't like us, you can stop watching us. I don't really care.
Yeah.
If you like us, keep watching us. Don't even care about that either. Like, this is just informational for people who want to learn, and like us, it's an opportunity for us to network and you
learn
guys
as
to
well.
network.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, you know, as you know, this as just business has to be booming for real, right? And so I think that like, and I guess the biggest thing what we wanted to do with this podcast was like, you know, us going into this business lifestyle and entrepreneurship, you know, kind of like, it's always nice to kind of, you know, like I said, stated earlier, look at someone who's kind of like done it before, right, in your area, where it's like, you know, because like even when you like talk to your parents about this shit too, it's, you know, they're like always against it, right? They're like, it's like, who could you compare it to, right? And so it's like having people, you know, in the same, you know, in the backyard, not making it out, but, you know, paving the way, right? Like that would be dope if, you know, I think it'd just be dope for people to be able to look at this and just kind of like
Make it easier for them.
Make it easier for them, make the journey easier. You know, if you want to go into business, you know, whether that be through school or not, like school is not necessarily the route you have to go down. And I think I think there's going to be a lot of key pointers and a lot of like useful information you can get out of this pod that will really help you. And you know, not just business, family, whatever it is, mental health, yeah, whatever you're trying to work on. Just grow in, just not giving up and staying locked in, you know, that tunnel vision. I think, yeah, that's what it is.
We'll put our IGs too.
Yeah.
Just reach out to us, like, if you want to talk or anything.
Most definitely.
I don't care how much you're making. I don't care where you're at. You know, you could be famous. You could be
a potential guest.
Dead bro.
For real. Potential guest.
Like, we're not just looking for people that are rich or anything. We're looking for people with similar mindsets, because
exactly, that's what it is. Surround yourself with the people you wanna be, and that will help you grow. You know.
And yeah, we just want to be like, supportive, a platform for people to voice out to. If you want to voice out, you know, ask us to get on the pod or hear opinions, and just a place where there's no judgment, you know, like everyone has their own opinions. The world's a fucked up place. Everyone has fucked up thoughts. It's like, fucking say whatever you want, you know, like we're here to listen, even if we're not for it, we'll listen, you know, hear you out. Because that's what's needed. You just need people to hear you out. Whether they like it or not, just, okay, I hear your point. Yeah, mine's different, but I respect your opinion.
Yes, sir.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be.
And yeah, I think that's how, like, we can end it.
First little pilot, you know. Yeah, but health is wealth, baby.
Yes, sir. Yeah, health is wealth.
Yeah.
Healthy and Wealthy podcast.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yeah.
And we'll film every Saturday or something.
Saturday, yeah. You know, every Saturday, maybe upload Sunday, sometime during the week. Depends. Maybe Monday when everyone's back at work, ready to go, you know.
Listen to it.
Exactly. Listen in, just get you fired up, ready for the week. Again, you know, thank you to the Pinnacle for letting us use this room. And yeah, we're just going to try to, you know, keep it going, you know. Just started.
This will probably get like 10 views, which I'm completely fine with.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I just had fun doing this shit, you know? Way better than going out to smoke weed or do whatever, you know? We just had a good conversation, even if people don't watch it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to keep bashing out these pod episodes, filming every Saturday, and hopefully you guys tune back in, or if anyone does, hopefully, you know, catches trend, and, we'll see what's up.
Yeah, we out?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, dude, I'm feeling that as an egg.
We out.
Yes, sir. Dude, maybe I
got your video on put on the mirror. First young nigga in the A2 lane on 14 mil, starting 14. Hey! Boy,